Good morning, Canadian Yarn Hour. My name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be making a tea towel. I do not have one on hand, so this is going to be making it up basically as I go. The pattern is going to be a spider web. It is going to be for Halloween. We are getting close. We're getting to the end of the summer, which is a good time to start doing Halloween crafts so that they're done for Halloween. I'm going to move you over to the overhead camera, and I'll start explaining things, and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to be using this classic cotton big ball from Loops and Threads. It is called Grape. It is a 4 medium. It recommends a 4mm needle and a 5mm hook. I'm going to be using a 4. You will need a very small amount of black, so that's my 24/7 cotton. And I'm going to be using glow in the dark for the border and for the spider web. So I will link the glow in the dark yarn in a link below, and possibly the 24/7 cotton. I think I might have gotten that online as well. The loops and threads I got at Michael's. I think it's $12.99, a big ball like that. Of course, you do get a coupon of 30% off. I think it is their general coupons. We're going to start by chaining 30. So I have this one. That's my slip knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So that is the base you want. So now you're going to add 2 more for your working chain. 1, 2. Now you're going to go back 2 stitches, and you're going to half double crochet. We're going to do half double crochets for the base on this one. And you're just going to half double crochet. Should be 30 stitches along the base. And you're going to do this for 17 inches. So I'm just going to do the base row. The next row will be the exact same. You're just going to half double crochet until you get the base. I do want to say I hope to earn your like and subscription. If you are a returning visitor, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the comments I've been getting down below. I do hope you have any comments, questions, or concerns you leave below. I love reading them all. Just going to keep going. Oops. All right. And as I said, I will come back when I'm done after I finish this row, and I will show you how I do the border. This is very much like my other hand towels that I've made earlier on. Those videos are out. I will link them down below, as I do link my crochet hooks, darning needles, scissors, tape measure, all that kind of thing. Always linked below. I did want to link below an amazing crochet artist that I have found. Her name is Ashes Lit. I will link one of her videos or her shorts down below. She has an amazingly cute little lighter cover that is a mini bong. It is very, very cute. I don't know how she made it. I've been trying to figure out how to come up with something on my own. It is adorable. I will try to find the link for that, and I will put that in the down below. I do suggest you check her out. She has some amazing crochet things. I don't know if she shows how to do them, how to make them, but she definitely has some very good creative ideas. And then I'm just going to keep going for my 17 inches, and I will be back. Okay, so I have my 17 inches. I am almost on the end. Hello, Willow. And this is Willow. thought he was done, but so we're going to half double crochet in the last 3 stitches. I'm going to show you 1, 2, and that one right there is a stitch. So 1, 2, and then you may think you're done, but that is a stitch there. So half double crochet in there. So now I am done with this. I am going to change. I did want to show you that because that may be giving you trouble with your placement. I'm going to darn in the purple, and then I'm going to start with the border with the glow in the dark. So I'm just going to go good ways, come out. Oh, and then you're just going to double back just to kind of lock it in. Hello, Willow, you're back again, huh? And we're just going to trim that off. So now we're going to grab the glow in the dark, and I like to take a side right here, and we're just going to go around, chain 2, there we go, got it on that second one. And now you're just going to single crochet there, so I can put that thread and lay it down. And then you're just going to, in each space that you have, you're just going to fill with a single crochet. When you get to the corners, you're going to get to that corner stitch, and then you're going to do 3 double crochet, or 3 single crochet, sorry. And you're just going to keep going around and around. Oh. You just keep going around in the square, picking up stitches as you go. This row will take you a while because you're picking up stitches as you go, and the first row, as I said, is always the longest. No matter what you do, it's always the longest row. You'll learn the flow of how to go along the border. And you're just going to keep going around and around until you get to the corners, and I'll show you what to do then. And I do have, as I said earlier, another video that does a summer pattern with a flower, Like I said, this will be a Halloween version with a spider web. So we're almost to the corner. You just keep putting them in each little hole. So now that we're getting close to the corner, you're going to do this on the three other corners. You should go into this last stitch. 1, 2, 3 times. And that'll curl right around the corner. And you're just going to then continue on picking up stitches. That's how you go around a corner. And you're going to do 5 rows with the glow in the dark. And I did get this on Amazon. However, I'm pretty sure you can get, I know Lens Mills has Red Heart glow in the dark thread. I don't know if Michaels has gotten, they might have the Lion brand glow in the dark cotton looking yarn, not the chenille. But I do know Lens Mills has a good selection of glow in the dark yarns now. They actually are starting to get some of the twist color yarns, which is nice. If you've checked out the prices of those were up to the $30 or $40 for just a ball. So it's nice to see it for $8.99 in Lens Mills. I don't know if I got the black cotton, the 24/7 cotton on Amazon, as I said earlier. Now we're going to do, right there is one more stitch. So you're going to go 1, 2, and 3. But I do know that you can get it at Michaels, the 24/7 cotton, and I know you can get it at Lens Mills, the 24/7 cotton. So it's just a matter of where you're going to shop to get it. And it is just a tiny little black thread amount. You could even use an acrylic yarn. You're going to use so little, it's just going to be like a little dot, like a little spider on the spider web. And I am only going to do 1 spider web. You could do 2, but I'm only going to do 1 on it. I found that too much decoration gets in the way of drying your hands. So I like to keep it fairly simple and only do 1. Although this one won't be big or bulky. It'll be flat, so you could easily do 2 or more. And you're just going to keep going all the way around. And I will be back when we have finished the 5 rows. So as I said, I'm going to do 5 rows going around the border. Just the same exact way. Just slip stitch when you get it, and you just keep going around the border until you have the 5 rows, and I will be back then. So as I was going, I realized I don't usually do 5. I usually only do 3. And I actually do like the look of 3. It's not too much, just enough of a glow to say, here's the edges of the towel. And I thought, I'm going to stick with 3. However, if you were to do 5, it would still look really nice. It's just going to have a lot more glow. And I did go through most of 2 balls. So if you were worried about how much you're using, because I do know these balls are like $9, so it is a little expensive, then just do the 3. It looks really nice. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start the spider web. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to grab from underneath And I'm going to go out and actually, I think I'm going to go up first. So I'm going to go up the side right here, through, 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 pull up one, pull through, and you're just going to keep pulling this one up. So you get a really nice, good long line of chains coming upwards. I'll count them when I get them done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm on 11. I'm going to do 15. So 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I'm going to trim that, and I'm going to darn that in on the bottom. And that way I get the continuity I want on the stitches I'm going with. And I'm just going to darn in, going these, following those stitches. Now you're going to do that 2 more times. So you're going to do 15 chains going out, and you're going to darn them back in when you get the 15th chain in. I will show you the middle placement, and I will show you the last placement, and then I will come back. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have one coming out 15 here, and 15 up here, and 15 here. So I'm going to continue on doing that. Actually, because I have this tail here, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to pull mine up and through, and I'm just going to run one up, and now I'm going to tie these two together, and that way they should stay tied together. And now we're just going to go up 15 stitches again. So that's 1, 2, so we're doing 3. Nope, that's the wrong one. And that is why I hate having tails kicking around. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Well, as I said, I'm going to tie that one in, flip it over, and then darn this guy in. No. So I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to trim these ones in because, as I've said many times, I hate tails. They get in the way, as I proved. They do get in the way. They can be a pain. They can mess up your project. And they can cost you time. So I'm going to do that there. And then I'm just going to try and weave the one above it. So kind of locks them both in there. Now I'm going to do one more. Remember I said I'm going to do it along here. And then we will connect them. All right, put this here. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Just going to pull that down and through. Now we're going to darn this up. And now you've got the 3 lines of the spider web, and now you're going to do the connecting of the spider web. So I'm going to start right here, I think. So we're just going to come out. 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 And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. There's that. Trim that one. Going to double that in to the back. And then we're just going to, as I said, darn that in. Double back over. So you know you won't lose it. Now we're going to do 2 more just like that. Now it will probably have more stitches on the in-between. So I'm going to start right here, right about there, yeah. That one looks like the right one. Grab it from in behind, pull out, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there's 7 on that first part, and we're probably going to get another 7 on the second one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm going to get a couple more. 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to trim. And then I'm just going to grab my darning needle yet again. Come through. Come through. And then you're just going to darn down, go in the dark line. And that way you can then go back. I'm going to do one more line like that, and then I'm just going to do a fuzzy little black blob that looks maybe like a spider. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have it only attached by one string, so therefore it actually will flop around. Oh, pardon me. So here we go for the last part. Come out. And you're going to come out to this one. There we go. And you're just going to want to work it around. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm sure you'll get more accurate than I do. 8, 9, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I'm just going to pull the darn in this last thread. As you can see, it looks like a spider web, very much like a spider web. And then, as I said, what I'm going to do is darn in this, grabbing these stitches because it will blend in probably a little bit better with this line. And just push it through. And then double back. And now we're just going to make a tiny little spider. And as I said, it should not use a heck of a lot of black yarn. Now I have to tie in these ends first. So I'm going to do that. And this is obviously the back of it. So I just want to darn in these ends. Trim that guy. Darn in these 3, these 2, because I've already done the one. I just got to trim it. So I'm just going to darn in this And then one more, and then we're just going to make a tiny little spider, and then we should be done. So there's those two. Just have this one little guy left. Just going to darn him in. Because I don't have very much there, I won't worry too much about doubling back. So there's the glow in the dark. And now, I'm just going to put the glow in the dark over here. I'm just going to grab a tiny little bit of black. And to make a knot, I guess. And I think what I'm going to do is not going to knot it yet. What I'm going to try and do, I think it'll work, is just do the knot. So 2, 3, 4. And then we're just going to tighten around the spider's body. I'm going to trim the tail. Make sure I can tighten it up the right way. Take this little tail. Is this one? Nope. That one. Nope. One of these is going to lead to the tail I want. There. So I'm going to tighten this. Do a tighten. There we go. So now I'm going to go. There we go. And it is just lightly on there, so they will come out over time if you're not careful. Then you can just I think I'm going to put her in that corner. And I'm just going to go through the back of some of these stitches. I'm going to take one of these and I'm just going to kind of tie it in so that the spider doesn't come undone. I'm just going to tighten that up. And there's your spider. There we go. It's a very delicate little spider. And there is my hand towel for the day. So I do hope you're to earn your like and subscription. I do hope to hear from you on question, comments, or concerns below. I would love to hear from you, just even if it's just to say hello. Have a great day, and I will hope to see you again. Bye.